from Washington. I'm now Bahori Imamova reporting for the Voice of America. Since 2005, the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom has regarded Uzbekistan as a country of particular concern. But in this year's annual report, it's recommending the U.S. government to put Uzbekistan onto a special watch list. What does this mean for the country and for those who are watching the situation there? We talked to Nadine, Maenza, who co-chairs this commission.
A country of particular concern, or a CPC, meets the threshold of having particularly severe religious freedom violations that are ongoing, systematic, and egregious. A country being put on the special watch list meets two of the three of ongoing, systematic, and egregious violations. At the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, or USCIRF, while we applaud the improvements and want to acknowledge the progress Uzbekistan has made, we are recommending them for the special watch list because we know there are still severe religious freedom violations. We will continue to monitor and work with them the same way we did when they were a CPC country. While they have stopped raiding religious communities, it is important that they also change their laws to reflect that. The 1998 religion law is particularly harsh. The government has been promising for a while to change that, and now we actually see some improvements towards that change.
And how should the U.S. government proceed with Uzbekistan? What is Washington's role here?
USCIRF recommends that Washington continue to work with the government of Uzbekistan, especially focusing on the religion law to comply with the international human rights standards and to remove registration requirements. Washington should also press at the highest levels and work to secure the immediate release of individuals in prison for their peaceful religious activities or religious affiliations.
How does the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom assess the overall situation in Central Asia? What concerns you most when it comes to religious freedom?
In Central Asia, we see influence coming from China to embrace increased surveillance, which is troubling. But we also see several countries engaging USCIRF and the U.S. government in looking for concrete ways that they can improve religious freedom conditions. When we find those in government that are willing to engage regarding religious freedom, the U.S. government should empower them while letting them lead the process. The hard work has to be done inside the country, like it is being done right now in Uzbekistan. The U.S. government can provide all sorts of support and expertise while elevating these issues at all levels of dialogue within these countries. In the end, countries that offer religious freedom are also more stable and more prosperous, which is what we want for all the countries in Central Asia.
Well, we thank Nadine Maenza for taking our questions. Thank you. So far, the Uzbek government has welcomed this new report and specific recommendations from the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom. No official in Tashkent has commented on this issue yet, but we hope and expect to hear from them soon. But in general, the Uzbek government confirms that it will continue to work with the Commission as well as with the U.S. government to improve its religious freedom record. I'm now Bahori Imamova from Washington.